Hello there. Today I'm going to show you my account progression in Wuthering Waves, or WUWA as probably the vast majority of you calls it. I am a low spender, and I'll get into the more, or rather, what my definition of a low spender really is. I've been playing this game. I started a bit later than when the game actually released, when the big hype was, around it. But I started it 2 weeks later, or a week and a half. I don't exactly remember, but it was during summer at one point. Maybe it was June or July, I'm not sure. But this was my very first gacha game, and it still is my first gacha game. I think I tried Genshin for 15 minutes when it came out. And the only thing I knew about gacha was that gacha was bad. You should stay away from gacha games. They are really bad for you. So far, that has not been my experience at all. I've been enjoying this game hell of a lot, actually. But I think the big reason why I tried Genshin is because I didn't have a Switch at the time, and I don't have a Switch now either, but my girlfriend has one, so I've been using hers. The big reason was because it had the same sort of look to it as Zelda did, and I really wanted to play Zelda, so that's probably why I got drawn into it. But 50 minutes and I got kind of bored. So I got myself a new phone here this year. I was like, I need a game to play on my phone. And I was looking up not Wuthering Waves, but looking up games to play. And Wuthering Waves kept coming up. I tried it. I was like, okay, my phone can somewhat run this. But the combat of the game just did not work on my phone very well, I have to say. But anyways, I'm just going on a tangent here. Anyways, I installed the game. I played around with it for a bit. The thing that really drew me to this game was the combat, and it still is the combat. It is genuinely satisfying doing the combat in this game, especially the parries. When you actually get those off, it is so satisfying. The sound to it, like this meaty feel, is just absolutely amazing. But so, what do I consider a low spender? So I am by no means a whale. I am not a whale at all. What I have done, so what I can show you here is, if we hit the store, so you have these purchases here. What I did was I bought one of each of these once. As you can see, it has this like orangey mark to it. This is bonus. I only bought these once, one time. So during the summer I had some extra money left over. I don't really have a lot of money to begin with, but I had some left over from this summer. I saved up a lot, and I figured, why not spend it on this game? So I bought all these once. Other than that, I think I bought one or two of these throughout the months I've been playing. Other than that, nothing. So the only things that I spend money on in this game is a sub. Or, well, it is a sub. And I also pay for the Battle Pass. So on a monthly basis, this would be 15 euros, right? But even the Season Pass doesn't come out every single month. It's like a month and a half-ish. So the money I spend on this game is probably closer to, like on a monthly cost, is closer to, I don't know, like 11, 12 euros a month I pay on this game, and that's the only thing I've spent. So besides buying these ones and buying, I think, one or two, probably two of these ones, that's the only money I spend on this game. So while I'm not a completely free to play account, I would consider myself a very low spender. I realize there are people out there who spends even less than this, who doesn't spend a single dime on a game, and all the more power to you. I have the funds to sustain a sub and a battle pass. I was considering this time around not to get the battle pass, but I ended up caving in. I hate battle passes, but I enjoy this game so much, so I figured, why the hell not? Anyway, so where does my account stand right now? So, I am Union level 76. It takes a long time to level up in this game. When I first started, as I said, I am brand new to gacha games. I didn't really know any of the gacha systems, how they work, what I was doing, what these different resonators actually mean and whatnot. But we can go through it slowly then, okay? I'm gonna try not to make the video too long. But so when the game first came out, this was the first 5-star resonator or character, hero, champion, whatever you want to call them, that came out. And it is still, to this date, my favorite character in the game. I'm not super fun of all these, like, what do the people call them, anime waifus thingies. That doesn't really resonate with me. Like, they're cool characters, but I resonate more with male characters, I guess. And I like the design of Jian. And even his voice lines are really cool. His voice in itself is really cool. But so yeah, when I first started, I really wanted Jian. Really wanted Jian. And I pulled for him. And I had no idea what this 50-50 thing meant. So, for any of you who are potentially new to gachas, or, I don't know, Wuthering Waves then in general. So when you pull for a 5-star resonator or a character, currently you have these two characters up. So when you pull, within 80 pulls, so a pull is when you click one of these, right? It says convene. When you click convene, you spend an orb or this currency up here, and you pull for this specific character. Within 80 pulls, you are guaranteed to get a 5-star. However, it's not a guarantee that you get the character that you're actually pulling for. So, if you lose that, it's what we call a 50-50. So if you lose that 50-50, that means you spent, if you spend 80 pulls and you lose that 50-50, it sucks, right? So I didn't know any of these mechanics. So I pulled for Jian, but I won my 50-50, thankfully. So all the currency that I spent in the beginning, including the ones I bought from the shop, was spent on Jian. All the exploration that I did, which I have completed every single thing, as you can see here, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, like this entire map is filled out with 100%, including the Black Shores. So in the beginning we didn't have access to Mount Firmament and the Black Shores, but everything else there was 100%. All that currency went into my Jian. And I managed to get a hold of 2 copies of Jian because I really wanted the second copy. I don't know, I thought it looked cool, I really wanted him to be strong, and he's continued to be really strong. I also got the weapon for him, and I still remember when pulling for that weapon today, and I still don't understand, back then I didn't understand the weapon system either. But apparently the weapon system in Wuwa is different from other gachas. So that in other gachas you can actually fail the 50-50 or something. That you could actually lose and not get the weapon. In this game, however, you are guaranteed the weapon that you're pulling for, which is massive. But I remember clicking 10 towards like the end of my 80 pulls, and I somehow pulled 2 of his weapons within that 110 pull, which is absolutely ludicrous. But yeah, let's have a look at my accounts and how far long it is. Wow, that's a voice track. So we have Jian, which was the first resonator to come out. We have him. I can go more in detail about Jian later. I have something absolutely crazy happened on Jian. The second character that came out was Yinlin. Yinlin I didn't get back then because I didn't want to pull for her, nor did I have the currency to pull for her. As you can see, I have her now, which is, I pulled for her when she became available now. But she was the second character, and I always regretted not pulling for her or saving currency, because I didn't know the gacha systems, right? I didn't know what was going on. I thought I would have access to a lot more currency, but that was not the case. So I missed out on her. Thankfully, now I have her, And I believe the one that came after that would be Jinshi. So I pulled for her, and I got her. I won the 50-50. Then I pulled for her weapon as well, so I have her weapon. I have no copies of Jinshi. When she came out, she was absolutely busted, I guess. I can't really figure out how to properly play her. I don't really understand how she's like supposed to do crazy damage, but I know I've seen videos who have her at people call it C6, right? But it's a resonance chain, so I guess it's R6, but it's fine. We'll just call it C6. Sorry, I had to cough. But she can do some crazy crits, some insane crits. So, I got her, and the character that came after her was Chun-Li. I also pulled for Chun-Li. Didn't really expect to get Chun-Li, if I'm being honest. I didn't have that much currency when she came out. Didn't have much left over after Jinshi either. But I saw it was fusion. I'm a sucker for fire-like stuff and lightning, which, you know, kind of speaks against me not pulling for Yin-Lin, but I literally had no currency. But she was fusion. I was like, okay, she's fusion. I love playing with Chisha. I can go into more detail about that later. But I was like, fusion, that's awesome. I want this character. I got her within 50 pulls, I think. I didn't pull for a weapon. I'm using the 5-star, I don't know. They call it free-to-play weapon. You still gotta pull, but I have that weapon. Right now it should be on my Shanwa, I think. Yeah, the Emerald of Genesis is what I use on her. So she came out. I kind of forgot what came out afterwards. I'm not entirely sure, but the 5 stars I do have is the ones that have come out is Jian. I have Shke Keeper. I have Shang-Li, Jinshi. This one came out like a week ago. No, her banner was just pulled. So I got Camellia. Didn't really know much about her. She's okay to play, I guess, but she's a Havoc character. I wanted a Havoc character in my roster. I also pulled for a weapon. I got that too. I pulled her within 30 pulls, and you'll get to hear why my pulls are so crazy. I don't understand how I'm getting this lucky, but I'm really thrilled with my luck recently. It's been absolutely crazy. So I have her, and I have her weapon. She's pretty powerful. I have Yin-Lin. With Verena, there was something in the beginning of the game. I think anyone who starts the game also has access to these things. But I pulled her with some of the free pulls we have. I'm not quite sure how it happened, but I pulled for something and I managed to obtain Verena, I believe it was. And then I ended up choosing this dude, called Charo. I'm not quite sure how you would, you know, pronounce his name. But he looked really fucking cool. He looked super cool. I still haven't leveled him, still haven't played with him, because apparently you need certain resonators to make him work, including Yin-Lin, I believe. I haven't looked into this since she was released, so... But he looks so cool. He's the coolest looking character, so I should work on him eventually, and I will. Let's see. This one we got for free. He's now currently up for pull again, which is super, I don't know, early, but I guess they're putting all the Electro characters into this one big like event. Here's Rover, the main character. I've lost some 50-50s, so I should have, I have 2 copies of her. So this is 2 lost 50-50s. I also have a copy on him, so that's 3 50-50s I've lost with all these characters. Not quite sure how I pulled for Encore. I'm not sure how I got her. And these are your standard 4-star resonators. Most of them I should have unlocked all the entire chain on. So Alto, is it Alto? Yeah. We have the entire chain on him. Tauchi, I'm not sure how I'm pronouncing this, but she's fully unlocked. This was Dungeon. She's fully unlocked. Yanwu, yeah, I'm missing one on Yanwu. This is a new 4-star. I just pulled her when I was pulling for Yinlin, and I got her. Another 4-star. I got 3 copies of her. This was during the Jian banner. That was the rerun of the Jian banner. Baisha, full on her. And this was Yang Yang. Got a full chain on her as well. I think a Rover, you will eventually get all of these unlocked anyways. Don't have all of them on the other set though. Spectro, Havoc. No, I think the Havoc one, I'm missing some, but... So, and here's Chisha. Fully unlocked chain here as well. This one I unlocked during the beginning of the game, and I was pulling so much for Jian. I got a crap ton of copies of her. Here's Sanwa. Fully unlocked. Ravina has no copies. So, Chisha. I absolutely adore playing with Chisha. She is so much fun to do bosses with. She does a crap ton of damage. She's not on the level of some of the 5-star characters for sure, but she is how I beat 3 out of the 6 hologram bosses with on the highest difficulty. She is just really, really fun to play with. I absolutely love her E. She just feels so fluid with the dodges. She can't parry though. Well, I think there is a way to parry with these like range characters, which is going to A mode and you hit a certain timing, but I've never been able to pull it off. I could just be talking out of my, rear end here, but so she's fully leveled up. She has everything. She also has the standard 5-star weapon that I use on her. She's an absolute blast to play with. So if you look at our teams here, this is my current team setup. So Shke Keeper gets swapped around naturally. This is my Jian, Morify, Mortefi. I don't know how you want to pronounce this, but this is my main team. This is my my homeboy. Second team, Jinshi, Morify, and Marina. You can probably swap out Morify with someone else. Probably Yinlin works well with Jinshi as well. My third team is Chisha, Shangli, and Shke Keeper. This one is interchangeable with Verena. I used Shangli as a sub DPS to buff Chisha. It's not super great, but it's whatever. I probably maybe swap her out to become my main DPS instead, because Shangli can be used as both as a main DPS and a sub DPS for a future fusion DPS. And it's our fourth team. We have no fifth team yet, but this is Camellia, Sonwa, and Shke Keeper. They're all leveled up. So let's have a look at this. So before how do I say this? My luck has been absolutely crazy. So before I click this, you need to know about my luck. So the Jian rerun, or rather his banner return, I was contemplating whether or not I should use, because I've saved so much from winning my 50/50s and pulling them so early that I had a lot of currency saved up. And I had a lot of these, where are they at? In the store? Item exchange, these things, these corals, I had enough for almost 2 copies, and I've been saving them, holding on to them for when Jian returns, or if there's something else that I want on a two copies of. When Shke Keeper came out, she was the first release of a major new support, and I ended up buying 2 copies, or I pulled for her. I got her on I lost the 50/50, but it happened relatively soon, and I pulled her again in like 40 pulls. And I had a lot more currency left over, so I said to myself, I really want to see 2 on her. I'm gonna pull again. Hopefully I get her. If I don't get the 50/50, I'm just not gonna pull. I'm gonna use my corals to buy 2 copies for her. I ended up winning the 50/50 and I bought a copy for her. So now she's on C2. This is pretty good for her. So C2, I'm very happy. Shke Keeper is an absolutely amazing support. So After Shke Keeper, what was the character? I think it was the Gian rerun actually. Yeah, I think that's when the Gian came back. And we have a full C6 Gian. Now, when he came out, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna pull for him. It's fine. I'm happy with him on C2. I'll do fine. But then I saw, because I didn't have my Morify at C6 yet, he was missing 2 copies. Some reason during the actual first banner of Gian when the game first came out, I missed 2 extra copies of him, and I pulled a lot. I mean, I pulled a lot. All of my Gians during the release, they were all gotten at 80 pulls, every single one of them. And I still missed this somehow. So when he came back, Morify has come back a few other times in some other featured Resonators banner. But I still somehow missed out on all of his extra copies. And I really wanted him a full copy. So I decided, okay, fine, I'm gonna pull on Geo now, because he also contains, I don't know her name, but this one. So I kind of want all the 4 stars at least as well. Then within 20 pulls, I pull Gian. Like, okay, that's 3 pulls. I still have a lot of these corals left over. I could, if I keep pulling now, I could potentially get myself enough to buy 2 copies of him. So I pulled again, and this within just a 10 pull, I obtain another copy of Gian. I was like, oh man, yeah, okay, now I kind of have to pull the trigger on this. I have to pull the trigger. I'm not putting him on C4, he needs to be on C6. At this point, I'm running out of currency. I'm probably misremembering some of this stuff, because I didn't have enough corals for 2 copies, because I spent one on Shke Keeper. So, but I was getting close to getting enough for, was it? Yeah, for 1 copy of him. So I pulled and I pulled and I pulled. I lost the 50-50 on this one down here. I lost the 50-50. I needed to do some dailies and events and whatnot, and I kept saving up, and eventually I managed to get him. But I think that's when I bought 2 of these. Yeah, I bought 2 of these for Gian just to get 10 extra pulls and some currency you get there, I believe. Yeah, you get 400 asteroids. So I pulled and eventually got him, and I bought another copy for him. And we have a C6 Gian. This one is an absolute beast at C6. We also have another copy of the weapon, as I explained earlier. But, you know, that was not intentional. That just happened in the same 10 pull. I wish I had a recording of all this. And I'm probably rambling on, I'm talking too much. My thoughts are a bit too scattered, but I'd say for a very low spender, my account is in a pretty good state. It's in a relatively good state. So my goal right now is to level up Yinlin. I'm saving up currency here, but I need more of these, but I'm waiting until, well, I guess I can start leveling up some stuff now, because I'm trying to get this one done every single week, which is the credit stuff. Where is it at? Yeah, shell credits. I'm trying to use this, but this season pass is about to be finished, so it doesn't really matter right now. So with Yinlin pulled now, what I'm currently doing is I'm pulling on a weapon. If I click this, you can't see it for some reason, because it's trying to hide it, which is good, I suppose. If you're streaming and whatnot, you want to show up information. But I'm 40 pulls in, so before this event is over, I should probably have this weapon. What I'm hoping is that I get incredibly lucky again, and so I can start pulling on this weapon as well, because this weapon is pretty crazy. I regret not looking up this weapon when this dude came for free, the Shangli Yao, because this weapon is an absolute beast as well. I should have really pulled for this weapon, but right now I want to pull for Yinlin's weapon, and if I don't end up getting this, then it's absolutely fine. But that's the current plan, is to get this. So the plan is to upgrade Yinlin, finish off her entire forte here, all of it, because I'm just something in me, like I don't know if it's an OCD that triggers, but I kind of need to finish all of them. Not finished here yet. I still need to unlock these two, and then eventually I'll finish these. But like she's a sub DPS, I don't really care. Verena I didn't do that much with yet, but I'll probably end up fully leveling this as well. My Shke Keeper, Resonance Liberation, Resonance Skill, and Intro Skill is finished. Not quite sure if I should get this one up yet, but I was very, very low on currency, or rather credits and materials. Still am pretty low on materials. Mortify, fully unlocked. This happened during the Gion rerun. I'm just going to call it the Gion rerun. It's fully up there. My, I keep forgetting names. Shangli, fully finished. Jinshi, fully finished. Camellia, also fully finished, which is a main DPS, so I've shown you this. Chisha, fully finished, of course, she's an absolute blast. My plan is to also unlock this, or fully level up him, and get all of his forte fully unlocked, because he looks to be a pretty strong Electro character, and I would like to play with him and try him out. Rover, I don't really care about Rover, if I'm being honest. It's not that fun to play. I would like to try her a bit. Jajin, or Janjin. I'm not quite sure how you say these names, I'm sorry. 2 copies of her. I have the echoes on Gian, so I might as well, give her a spin at some point. I would very much like to play with him. I really want to try and make him work. I've been told that it's a bit complicated to play, but that's absolutely fine. I would like to try it. Encore, I don't really care too much. She is a fusion DPS. She could probably work well with Shangli. That'd be cool. I loved her companion story. That was so cute. I love her voice actress. But that's about it for these characters. The game is still very new, I suppose. If you want to see some of my echoes, I can go over those. They aren't anything to write home about. They're not like super great. Has some crit damage, attack, resonance, liberation, HP and crit rates. So it has crit damage. The crit damage rolled relatively high. Crit rate I'm fine with. The liberation is pretty good. It should have energy regen on some of these, but I'm not super lucky. Crit damage, crit rate, crit damage roll high here as well. Heavy attack damage. So on Gian you really want heavy attack. Crit damage, crit rate. You want resonance liberation damage. And some energy regen. But this is a pretty decent echo. It's a heavy crit, has defense. I don't really want that. Resonance liberation damage. Resonance skill damage. Doesn't really matter in Gian that much. Crits, no crit there, only crit damage. There's crit rates, some heavy attack. So my echoes are pretty decent for Gian, if I'm being honest. So for some of the others, can't really check her because she doesn't really. I keep swapping around. You see, for all my sub DPS, I use one set, and I guess it's she has them. Yeah, this is the. Moonlit Cloud set. So for this one, why can't I see it? Nope, she's not the one who has it. Wait, who's the one who has it then? Is it Mortify that's currently wearing? Yeah, it's Mortify who's currently wearing them. I keep swapping in and out because of the tower, you see. Crit damage, the main stat for that. Crit damage, attack, crit rate. This is a pretty decent 4-star. Crit damage, crit rate, energy regen, HP, defense, whatever. Crit rate, I wish this had crit damage as well, but I don't really like interacting too much with the ecosystem. It's a bit annoying, if I'm being honest. But my sub DPS, or rather my Moonlit, is pretty okay, to be honest. Crit damage, crit rate, crit damage. This one should have a crit, but didn't knock out. Ran out of echoes. So in total with this, Mortify has 60% crit to 51% crit damage. Pretty alright actually. He does some pretty decent damage as well when you fully level him and unlock his entire 4-day and put some stuff on him. Jinshi, I really don't like her echoes. Probably why I'm doing so little damage. This is the only one that is relatively okay. Really low roll on crit damage. Her 3-star, nothing really to write home about. Like, this is terrible. These are terrible. These are like, whatever. Her stats are pretty bad. Like, her crit damage is super low. Like, this is so bad. Probably why I'm doing so bad with her. I didn't start with echo. No, I did actually do some that. Never mind. I did throw some echoes. Crit damage, crit rate. That's just nice. You also want resonance skill damage on Camellia. It's pretty alright. Crit damage, crit rate, pretty good. This one is... No, it's basic attack, right? It's not resonance skill, it's basic attack you want on her. Crit rate. I wish this had crit damage, but it didn't. Crit rate, crit damage, HP, defense, attack. I just said, yeah, whatever. Let's just keep these. I think I ran out of echoes as well, actually. Because I don't really farm that many echoes. But yeah, these are some of the echoes on her. Verena. Just put some random stuff on her. Because these echoes don't matter. But I leveled this one up for the healing bonus. And that's it. That's all. That's all I did. She uses the sub DPS set that I showed you on Morify. Chisha. I would still like to roll some better fusion ones here, but this is the main one. Crit damage. I wish it had crit. Didn't. Crit damage rolled really low, but okay. I rolled so many of these Inferno Riders. You would not believe me, but... yeah. Pretty okay. I wish they were better. Like, the crit rate rolled really higher. Crit damage is pretty decent. This is a decent one cost. But yeah. Nothing on him yet. Nothing here. Nothing here. So yeah. But with my current team, for 3 weeks now, ever since I got Gian to C6, this week's tower was a bit of a challenge because of the middle floor. But I've been able to do it 3 weeks in a row now, is to clear everything in the tower. Every week, for 3 weeks in a row now, I've been able to clear everything. This is the overdrive zone, but this one, no, I can't even show you, even if I wanted to. But this is the, I don't know, whale zone, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but... So, that's been okay. So I would say my account progression has been pretty well. So I'm hoping to get Yinlin's weapon, because it's an overall really good weapon, just because of the crit rate it has on it, which is good for any future resonators as well to put on it that uses that type of weapon. So we're also slowly working our way to pulse as well. I should probably swap this weapon now to the Razor or the Ripples, because I have this and I have this. I'm currently pulling for this because I wanted to use it on Shangli Zhao, or whatever his name is. But I'm currently pulling for Yinlin's weapon, so I can use it technically on him as well. And I still haven't opened my box, so if I pull this, I can just open whatever, and I almost have all 5 of them. And this has not been spent. I've only used the orbs that the game has given me. One mistake I did in the beginning, I didn't know that because I was new to gachas, is because is that I spent my asterite sometimes on these pulls. I didn't know. And some of them, they're not necessarily mistakes. It completely depends on how you wish to allocate your resources. But I spent a lot of these in the beginning on pulls, and I didn't realize what these were for. I didn't understand what a copy was. So I just spent them willy-nilly until someone made me aware of it, that these can be used to buy copies. And that's when my eyes opened up to like, wow, you can really whale in this game if you wanted to. But yeah, I am doing my very best to try and hold out on spending these. So when the day comes when I see a character, or a resonator rather, that I really want, that I can actually buy copies of it. That's what I'm trying to do. But if the day comes, or if, for example, now if I don't get Yinlin's weapon, before she goes out, I'm considering spending some of this just to get her weapon. But you don't want to spend these on these regular pools. Do not spend them on these regular pools. I would say that is a waste. Play it out, wait, slowly but surely you will get the weapons you need. I mean, all of my weapons, the 2 weapons that I have, the air quotes free-to-play weapons, have been obtained by everything the game has given me for free. Everything. So just be patient. You will eventually get them, because there is no 50-50, and even in the banner here, you choose which weapon you want, and when it does come, you will get the weapon that you selected. This video has been going on for well over 30 minutes now. I've had some coughing in there, I'm really sorry, but yeah, I really enjoy this game. My only gripe is that I wish there was some more content to do. I've cleared everything in this game. I guess I didn't finish this resets. Elusive Realm, getting a bit tired of it, but where can I see this? Not quests, it's in guidebook. Where is it? Holograms. Boss challenges. Now where is it at? Weekly Tower of Adversity. I guess I can't see them any longer here. They used to be there. Here they are. Yeah, no, here they are. Everything is cleared. Every single one. The worst one and the most difficult one, without a doubt, is the Mephis. This is just... ugh. When I pull the C6G on is when I managed to get this one. Jesus Christ, this is difficult. So yeah. But that is my account and my progression so far. We'll see what the future brings to this game, and I hope to bring out some more content. I know it's... I don't know what other gacha games does, but I would like some form of... I don't know... co-op, dungeon-like events. Like, come up with some content I can do with a friend. Dungeon-related, or just something cool. It doesn't have to give me any rewards even. I just want some content to do that is fun and fresh. This like pincer stuff, it's not that fun for me. But anyways, if you have any ideas for any content I can make, whether it be for this game or anything else, feel free to you know, let me know. I'm really bad at this stuff. I'm rambling too much. I'm probably making no sense whatsoever, but I hope you enjoyed some of the video at least. If you didn't, feel free to yell at me. I am no expert, but yeah, that's my account. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. Bye!